I think she thought it was working in progress. So it's recording. Is it the same? Yeah.
All right. Okay, you guys. So back to a little bit on the branding. How to add value. What do people already like to see you post? The other thing you can do too is ask questions. Like, what is that? That's on Instagram stories. It's like ask me anything. I was really surprised when they're like, tell me more about homeschool curriculum and all this stuff. And then they'll even say, like, how did you earn the yacht trip? Like they'll ask so many things that otherwise they wouldn't come right out and message you. So I think that's really great to do that too. And you can even have your sister message you some questions so you have things to post too. Like what you think they might like, how do you make so much money from home? I'm interested in making $1,000 a month. Can I do that? And it gives me the opportunity to answer the question so other people can see it. Asking questions on there is great to boost your engagement. So if you're not getting comments, ask a question. Which outfit should I wear? Or would you rather go to Jamestown or Williamsburg? Like asking questions to get engagement. And the biggest key is being social on social media. And that's the biggest mistake I'll see people see. They'll do their post and then they're done, which is fine if that's all you can do that day, but really get engagement, have conversations. That back and forth is what boosts your posts to other people seeing it or them commenting on, I'm gonna put her in here, or them commenting on your stories. That boosts the engagement. And then yeah, just commenting on their stuff and then they'll comment on yours and being a friend. And then if you're short on comments, we have the comment boost chat, because if you can get 3 comments in 15 minutes, that will boost your views on Facebook and Instagram. People will see it. So
And it
instead
doesn't
of
mind if it's the same people, doesn't matter. It's okay.
Okay. Le fait
Yes.
de commenter et de liker les gens, ils voient plus ton feed.
Voilà.
Yes,
Après
because
ça.
when you ask a question in your post
c'est
to
bon.
have
Ouais,
a conversation
bon,
with the
ouais.
others,
Par les
Mhm.
gens
So
que
you,
Ah, c'est beau.
fait que dans le fond, tu poses plein de questions tout le temps dans les posts, c'est ça qu'elle recommande en plus?
So to ask, like post, when you do post, you ask questions, right?
yeah.
So là, tu demandes genre, c'est quoi quel sport que t'aimes en hiver? Which sport do you like in winter?
Okay.
Like, what
Oui, mais des fois, tu vas voir ça sur Instagram, tu vas dire, OK, all in, posez-moi la question que vous voulez sur moi, je vous réponds. Fait que là, le monde te pose des questions. Peut-être ça peut pas être juste sur Plexus, hein? Tu sais, des Q&A. Ça s'appelle des Q&A.
You're like, what are you getting your 11-year-old for Christmas? Or what's on your Christmas list?
Right.
Or do you prefer Thanksgiving with family or alone? Anything to get people commenting. And it also is going to show you who is seeing your stuff. Because sometimes it feels like you're posting to the wind and nobody's there. And it reassures you that there are people there. There are people watching what you're doing. And then part of your branding, so you have your 5 things you're interested in, travel, clothing, fashion, food, family, and Plexus. Plexus has to be one of those pillars that you're interested in. So if you're new to health and wellness, posting about the value of magnesium, the value of probiotics, what your day, my favorite post that will get me from anybody selling anything is like, here's my daily routine. They'll post like 5 or 6 different things that they're taking. And I'm like, oh, I feel like I need all of these things because she's cute and her life looks fun. So that's the goal, is like, get people to want to be a part of your life. And they're like, oh, I want to be her, or, oh, I want to be friends with her, or her stuff is cute. And I love how she relates, or whatever. Adding new friends daily. That's where I talked about that. And then I already told you how to do that. Commenting on their stuff. So I like to go through my friends list A through Z and just go to every single person's page and work my way through it. Maybe 10 today, 10 tomorrow, like 10 every day until I get to the end. That just gets me back into their news feed. And I think you can even just click on it. You don't even have to comment, but adding a comment on there is great. Some people will find a lot of people they don't want to be friends with and they'll just delete them. I actually don't do that because I find that some of those people I don't really want to be friends with. They're some of the easiest sales because you don't really care what they think. You're not overthinking. You're not worried of what they think about you. You're just like, oh, perfect. That was an easy join. And sometimes for contests and stuff, it's nice to get those easy joins. Like you need 10 more joins for a contest to sweep it, or you need another join to hit a rank promotion. They're good to keep there. So I don't get rid of friends. even if not really friends in real life. So connect with your ideal prospect. They need to like you. They need to have character. They need to have integrity. They need to have work ethic. If somebody is watching TV and eating potato chips all day, their house is messy, they never do their hair, like that might not be someone that would do well in the business. So you don't want to really invest a lot of time in that if it's not your ideal prospect. So knowing who your prospect is again. And then just thinking. So I remember when I was just trying to think like, okay, what did my sponsor say to sign me up? And I scrolled through all the messages and I'm like, okay, what was the point that like got me interested? Or how did I feel when she said this or when she said that? So scrolling through your messages with your sponsor, just really thinking like, all right, what got me interested? Or when you see other people post, like if you weren't already doing Plexus, like what would make you want to join her team? Or what do you not like what they're doing? And the other thing is copying people's stuff. If one of you posts something cute, I'll screenshot it and be like, okay, I'm gonna do that myself with my face or my house or my own way. But getting ideas from each other is what we do. So don't feel bad about doing that too. I have an album of ideas that I've gathered from other people that, she looks really successful when she posts her laptop looking at the view of the sauna. And then the next picture was a group of girls. Like I would want to be a part of that. So that would be something that I would post. Okay. Talked about making Plexus a part of your life. And then don't be afraid of being too salesy. I think we are in sales and I think we do want to be salesy. Like we want to be like, hey, do this with me. Bunch of women making a bunch of money because that's who we want to attract. We don't want to hide that we're making money. So don't be afraid to talk about that. The main reason why people can't get people to do the business with them is because they're afraid to talk about the business. They're afraid to admit that they're making money. They don't want to make money off their friends, but why should someone want to support Walmart when they could support Courtney and her staying at home with their kids? You can even make a post like thanking people, like thank you to all my customers. I love that I get to stay home because of all of you guys and supporting my home business and just being upfront about the fact that you are making money. And I think especially it's not as common as it was 12 years ago, but especially with affiliate links and all that, everyone has links all over. It's so normal. So there's nothing to be embarrassed about, like making money. I definitely never have been, which is why I have a lot of business builders because I talk about that a lot. And then posting confidently, saying things like, you need this. Basically, like, you would be stupid to not do this. It's such a good opportunity. Everybody needs these products. There's nobody sharing in Quebec. Like, it's brand new. We're able to make this amount of money in this amount of time. Posting things like that brings people in for the business. So if I was in Canada and it was something brand new here, and how I would kind of like take over the whole area would be getting in groups of local people, local moms groups, local book clubs or Bible study or play dates or whatever you're interested in, even just moms going out to dinner or start one yourself. Hey, I would like to meet other moms in the area. We'd like to just hang out and do something or something like that. But making new people, being the leader too, and adding value to them, like being the one to start something, like start field trips, a seasonal field trip with a group or whatever, but really just friending everybody in a local group. And then you can do an event. A lot of people they're doing like these sourdough events, like they're making sourdough and then they talk about Plexus too. And they talk about the gut health benefits of both. But it brings people in with the sourdough, and then they also talk about Plexus, and they're signing up people like crazy doing that. And then posting a lot about in-person culture building type of events like this. Or if you guys get together for Christmas and have a Christmas party, that's something fun that we've always done. I always get people interested from a Christmas party. They're like, I don't have a group of friends. You guys look like you're having so much fun. And that really gets people interested in wanting to be a part, and then you just really grow from there. Doing in-person events, I think you guys do that, like in-person events where prospects can come, like we were doing at Panera. just getting people interested that way, sharing the business opportunities, sharing the products. If you like in-person events, or you can do that online too. Whichever one you prefer, or a combination of both. So that is on that. The next section, this is on growing a team. So that was the work that you want to be doing daily, and then make sure your team is doing it. But this is what separates the network marketing industry from sales. You don't have to sell to, I forget what the number is, like to make my paycheck, how many individual people I would have to talk to make this paycheck was really high. It was like thousands. I've never even talked to thousands of people in my business. So like I was saying, like I can talk to 100 people, and then they can all talk to 100 people. I actually drew a little picture here and on my bed this morning as I was writing all this. And this is you right here. Have you guys seen this? A chart like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. The power of 3 is what they call it. There's a training from our very first diamond, Sheila Medina, and she talks about this. But when you sign up 3 people and you train all of them to sign up 3 people, if everybody just did that, you wouldn't even have to talk to all these people, but you would be Ruby. Like just by getting 3 people. And that is what sold me on network marketing, because I knew that I could do that. I could find 3 people and I could be successful. So this is the formula that I like to do to grow a team. And it's called I do, we do, you do. Have you guys heard this? No? Okay. So basically, I'm doing something. I'm posting on social media. I'm leading calls. I'm having conversations. And you are, say you're all my level 1s. You're all watching me. You're watching me do all of these things. And then we are going to do it together. So Courtney, as an example, I am going to help her post on social media. I'm going to make sure she is on book club. I'm going to help her do some events. So we're doing it together. And then she's going to eventually be on her own sometime. I'm not just going to... okay. I am not... We're talking about network marketing and how you can make a lot of money building a team versus talking to thousands of people. You can talk to 3 people and everybody talk to 3 people. So that's kind of what I'm talking about. So, and then, I do, we do, and then you do. So right now she's in the you do. I'm watching her. I'm kind of babysitting what she's doing, but I'm not really training her. I'm still mindful of, is she on book club? Is she bringing her team on book club? Is she doing events? Is she posting? So what you don't want to do is be like, oh yeah, she's so great. She's so amazing. She's got it all figured out. And then not pay attention to what she's doing. I'm like, are you in your back office? Is Danica in her back office? Like, are we making sure we're all doing all of these things? Does your whole team know about Cancun? Are you guys setting goals to get these prizes? And just making sure she's doing that. And then we'll also, if I notice somebody kind of pulling away or not doing their things, I'll bring them back to we do. And I have emeralds that are like this too, like, all right, let's do this together. Let's do an event. Let's do this together so that they're not alone. And sometimes that will happen. Like they'll have a huge team and then their huge team has a huge team, and that's how it's supposed to go. But trying to keep everybody doing things together is important. And then let's see. So this all starts before they join. You have to be having conversations with them, and you need to be, or it's really hot in here. You need to be talking to them before they join, having conversations and caring, because if they think you're just, and I know this is no one's heart, but sometimes that's what people think, like, oh, she just wanted to sell me something, or oh, she just wanted me to buy from her. But that's not true. Like, we all share because we love these products. We want people to enjoy what we're enjoying. Like, none of us are like, I need to get you, I want to get her. But sometimes that's what they feel because we're not showing that we care enough, because we can get so excited about the prizes or whatever. So really remembering that they're people and that they aren't just a number. My favorite way to get people to join, or once they say they're going to join, is for one, don't just send them a link. If someone's interested, the worst thing that you can do is just, here's my link. Like they say one thing that they might be interested in, you're like, here's my link. And then what? You guys probably experienced it. They don't do anything with it. It just sits there. They don't join, and if they do, they buy all the wrong products, or they just buy one product. They do it all wrong. The website gives them trouble, and then you don't get a join. So getting on the phone is the best way to do it. And you get on the phone, and then you can walk them through the whole join process. You can talk them through all of it. Here's the and also pick their products for them. Had a couple diamonds talk about how someone gave them the website and it sat there open for 6 months because they had no idea which products to get. Make it easy. Here's a system. Here's a triplex. That's what you're going to get. This is what I start everyone else on. And if you want to add in this or this, we can do that with your order next month. And the reason you word it like that is because you want them to stay in the products. You can't, oh goodness. Tiffany Wilson, my diamond, tried to quit after the first 30 days. Because she didn't get the results she wanted. She did after 60 days, but she didn't for 30. To keep them on the products for 60 days is so important for their results, but they're going to want to try and quit right away if they're not familiar with supplements and healing their body, and they have to give it time. So when you say, we'll add this on with next month's order, that's already setting their mind up for knowing that they're going to order next month, and that's what they want to do. And then also when I'm on the website, this is my favorite way to bring up the business to a product user. Because maybe 70% of people are going to come in wanting the products. And you still want to get all of them at least getting their products for free. If something's free, they're going to give it the time needed to heal their body to get the results. So what I like to say as I'm walking them through the website is, and you have a link for free. You have a website and you can share it with everybody you know. So I want you to be thinking of who do you know that could benefit from these products, because you can get your products for free. But the way I'm able, and this is everything that I say, the way I am able to make so much money working very part-time hours from home is just by sharing my link. So I'll say that. And then sometimes it just depends on the person. I will say, and when you get your products, I want you to tag me in it. Just tag me, make a post and tag me in it. And setting them up for success like that is great, because sometimes they don't have to say much if they already have influence, and a lot of people will be interested, and they're like, I have 10 people interested in Plexus already. And then you can help them with that. Yeah.
And a lot of people think that you have to pay an extra to be ambassador, or to like, you have to, they're like, what is obligated to do? Like, do I need to have like a full bunch of products at home, pay for it? No, it's just that you buy your own products and you have the link like right away. You don't need to like, you don't need to pay more. You don't need to, there's like nothing. You just like, you can share your link and you have no obligation. That's the part of it. Like, people are just like, am I attached to something? They feel like they don't want to be stuck, so they want to be free. So it's just like, no, you don't have, like, you're good. Like,
yeah. And then I will ask them, I will say, is that something that you think you might be interested in when I talk about getting their products for free? And usually they'll say yes, but then they will say, if I get results. So you can handle 90% of their objections up front if you walk them through the sign up process, because they're going to give them all to you right then and there. So they're going to say, yeah, I'd be interested in sharing if I get results. And then what you can say is, that's great. You are going to love these products. They taste amazing. So you're telling them how they're going to love the products just by the taste, because they taste great. And that's going to feel like a win in their brain already, because you gave them that information. They're going to taste it. It tastes great. They're going to love it. And then that's already them loving the products. And then I like to add in that there's so many people you can help. I wouldn't wait until you have reached your ultimate goal before you start sharing, because there's so many people struggling with things like diabetes or thyroid problems that you can help right now. And to be honest, most people don't care about your results. They care about what it's going to do for them. And that's what I like to tell people. So they're not sitting around waiting to get results. I did not have results from the products for probably 6 months in. For one, I had to start selling and I couldn't afford them until senior gold. And then I didn't realize it was going to help restless leg syndrome or sleeping. Like, I didn't know it was going to help all this stuff. Or my constant stomach pain. I had no idea it was going to help that. We didn't know that back then, that it would help all of these things. Or that every single health issue was related to blood sugar imbalance, gut health, or inflammation. Now that's really popular to talk about. We know that gut health is important, but 12 years ago, we're the original gut health company because we were the first company to talk about probiotics. So if I was sitting around waiting for my own testimony, I wouldn't even have known what to look for because I wasn't looking for any of that and I didn't need to lose any weight. So that's really important. And then, right, join, blah, blah, blah. The other thing that's important is the subscription. It's really important because you need to be checking in your back office. That's one thing to look for, is if people are coming in with their subscriptions on. And I just set them up right away. I just tell them it's like an Amazon subscribe and save. You're going to get the best discount, and then you're not going to run out of products, because it's really important to stay consistent. And they don't think anything of it if I'm on the phone with them. If they're doing it by themselves, they'll be like, what's this? I don't need that. Or they'll uncheck the box and then they don't get their next order and then they're gone after 30 days. And that's not residual income. Residual income is when they order every month. So I have an army of people ordering every single month. So you want them doing that every month. We were so big on this when I started. Now my team's so huge, I can't babysit every single 50,000 person, people, whatever. But we would look in the back office. If someone came in without their subscription on, I had the sponsor contact them and tell them, oh my God, your order isn't set up to come next month. We don't want you to have any lapse in between or miss any days. We want to keep you consistent so you hit your goals. We need to get that set up. So really just getting them on that right away, and they would just listen to us. So a lot of times if people don't come in with their subscription on, it's because we're not being confident enough. What we might tell ourselves is, oh my gosh, I just asked them to pay $120 for these products. I don't want to ask them to do it again next month. Yes, you do. So they have results. They're not coming. Who would go to their doctor just for 1 month trial of medication? They fully expect to be on it, to have to go back, to tweak it, to adjust it. But this is normal. When I see a naturopathic doctor, they give me 6 months. I spend $600 on vitamins and supplements, gut healing stuff, and then you go back. So they are expecting that, and they came to you for help with their health. Same with the business. Don't be afraid to be bossy. Tell them what to do. Tell them, you need to post. You need to get on team call. You need to get on book club. Even if they don't do it, obviously, like I still tell y'all, you need to get on book club. Half of you will, half of you won't. But tell them to do it anyways, because they're looking to you for guidance and how to be successful. And I found that the bossier I am, and the more I tell people what to do, the more successful they are, versus, yay, you're doing so good, when they're not doing anything at all. And then they quit because they didn't have results with the products or with the business. So really being bossy and having constant communication with them. I love 3-way chats for this. So this is on my list of all the things that I would duplicate with a new business builder, but get them in the 3-way chat. So you joined them on the phone, walked them through the join process, told them about their free website, how to get their products for free, get them in a 3-way chat with the sponsor, because that is going to validate. Your upline is going to validate you to your new person. She's going to come in, she's going to say, oh my gosh, Florence is so amazing. She's really great at getting people results on the products. I absolutely love her. You're going to love working with her. I can't wait to see your results. That validates it. It's not you telling your new person what to do and, oh, I'm so amazing, I'm really good at this. Someone else is saying it to her. So if you're the sponsor, it's your job to run the three-way chat. That's the other mistake. It's not your sponsor's job, and it's not your new person's job. It's whoever's in the middle, it's their job to run the three-way chat, keep it going, do the follow-ups, keep it exciting. And that just builds that support. It's also great for troubleshooting. Even if somebody takes a message and sends it to you privately, say I signed up someone new, she put it in a private message with me, I'm going to take that message and say, I'm going to put that in with my sponsor, Laura. I'll say Lori, I won't say my sponsor, but I'm going to go put that in with Lori, and she's going to help us, even if I know the answer, because it's going to show they don't know who Lori is. They're just going to think she's amazing product guru, and she's going to come in and tell her how to troubleshoot or how to go through detox. And then Lori is going to validate me. She's going to say, Fallon really knows her stuff. And she's going to say, whatever tip I told her was great. It was amazing. And it just builds that rapport, that third-party validation is what we call it. So that's really important. And then also get them on a three-way call. So this can go two ways. Either once they hit silver, like if your team's really big and you don't have time to get on with every new person, at least do it when someone hits silver. So at maybe at Danica's level, you're on the phone with Courtney with either every single join or every single new worker. Depends upon, like if you have 50 joins a month, like you don't want her to have to be on every single call, like that'd be overwhelming. But for most of you, I would get them on a call with your sponsor right away. And she can tell her story. She can throw in a little bit about the business. She can say things that maybe you didn't say to pique her interest in the business. And then sometimes it's really weird, but they ask more questions of this total stranger, again, because it's not little old Danica, we grew up together. It's whoever Courtney is over here, and they think she's amazing, and they want to ask questions. So it just, especially business builders, that culture is important, but even new product users, that's what I did with Lori. I was like, hey, I got this girl. She's going to do amazing in the business. Get on the phone and share your story. I want you to connect with her on the fact that she's a mom. She's really into fitness, and she totally understands the product's value. So you can even say like, hey, Fallon, don't talk about how much money you make. Like she could totally not relate to that. And you can tweak it for each person. In 15 minutes, doesn't even have to be long. And then, so the next thing is add and welcome everybody into the team page, or team pages. You guys have a Canadian one? Yeah, so I would welcome and add them all into that and inspire. It's that small, close-knit group and then the bigger community so they can be like, wow, we're a part of something big, cool, and something that's happened. Really got a lot going on. Don't feel like you don't want to add product users in there because 75%, we did like a poll, but people who weren't interested in the business and suddenly were, it was from the team page because they were able to be like, wow, look at all these people winning. So many wins, so much happening. Look at these rank ups and these iPads and these boots and all these things these girls are winning. And they're interested, just seeing the joins and all of that. So the other way I like to make team pages for new product users is by tagging them in a getting started post. That way they know why they're in there. So I'll say, I'm going to tag you in a little post on how to use your products. I could clearly send them that in a chat, but that's not going to give them that, let me scroll as I sit here, because that's what we do. We all just scroll, get that scrolling going on so they can see more. Same with the testimony page. Don't just send them the testimony, put them in the group so that they can see that one testimony you tag them in, but then they can also look through and see everything else. Let's see. Yes, and then even, this is so funny, but we had a huge a team in Mexico. They only spoke Spanish, but put them in. This was Lori's team, so they put them in the team page, and it was all in English. I just cannot believe it. They would like translate everything. They're like, I want to know what they're doing here. So don't feel, and they all went diamond. Like that whole team went diamond. They didn't even have their own Spanish speaking page. They just learned and watched everything from all of this in English. So don't feel like, oh, they speak English. Still put them in there, even if they don't get as much value from English stuff. Like they are still grasping a lot of more than you would think. Okay.
So you would say like, when we have a new person, we should welcome them not only we should welcome them in our team page, Canadian team page,
Mhm.
and then welcome them in the
big one.
Inspire Wellness and Co.
Yeah.
team page.
Tag them,
Tag
in the post that
post,
relate
yeah.
to them.
commencer,
Yeah.
get started.
How to get
Yeah.
started, whatever, and then we should do one. Said how to get started.
Yeah, we're one of the things Courtney and I wanted to do on this trip was redo ours. So yeah, how about get on there and do a video side by side, a couple of you like getting started. Welcome to our team. The one we're gonna do, you can copy it. The slideshow's good, showing the compensation plan. So what I like to do is the first half of that welcome video is products, because that's what, if you're doing the business or the products, you're all here for the products. And then if they want to keep watching, they can also watch the business.
And then do you do it in one video, or you would do it probably like one video of the products, one video of the business?
I do it all in one.
Okay.
They'll keep watching.
Yep.
A lot of people will.
Yeah.
And they're like, huh.
Because if they join for the business, they need to watch product and business. But if they just join for the product, you can watch the first half. And so I would say it too. I'd be like, this is about the products. The second half of the video is about how we're all making money from our phones.
Okay.
And you can skip that if you want. Might not be for you. You can like say things like that, but a lot of times I'll watch it and say, hey, I'm interested. Or you can even say, but if you happen to watch that part and you're interested in getting your products for free, I would love to help you. And just leave it at that.
We have you did a video on the big team page, Inspire Wellness and Co.
Oh, we did an old one and I think we've deleted it because the comp plan changed since then. So we're redoing it. And we're like making a guidebook too that has like 30 pages of exactly everything you need to do step by step, the links to all of our pages. And the other objection that we
Can
give,
we translate it in French afterwards?
yeah,
So you can make the guide and handbook.
C'est notre principe qu'on met dans notre
Yeah. We can make it in French, you can edit the words, change it to your.
ChatGPT could do that?
Déjà
Yeah.
acheté plein de clients dans cette team-là, ouais. Puis là, il faudrait comme faire la bienvenue à une vidéo qu'ils vont faire en français. Ouais.
Voyez dans Québec.
And I mean, you can do that with people that you think would be like really great to do, and then start it with the new people you're starting with. Like since the beginning, like not everyone, but then you can just welcome them still. It's not too late. There's a couple of.
Oh yeah, definitely not too late. And then it also shows your team, like I'm getting these joins and I'm getting these people and like who to connect with. So my new people, I'll be like, hey, go friend Brittany or Courtney or whoever. Like I'll tell them to go friend Danica if they can like, here's another hairdresser, and then they can friend those people and see all of that going on too. So that's just if they're product users. If they're also business builders, like some people will come in for the business right away. The other steps that I add in to duplicate and make sure you're doing and make sure your team is doing, is add them into the IPA chat. That's the other thing that I do, have them all go in the IPA chat as soon as they start working. It's for accountability, it's for just getting to know other people, and then get them on team calls and book club. And yeah, the book club, people just really don't want to do that. It's always so funny. My diamonds never wanted to do it either. And I'm like, so important. So I tell them all to do that too. Oh, this is huge too. So even product users, but workers as well, try to get everyone to come in with somebody. It's good
An
for
accountability
partner. I feel like Valerie accountability partner is maybe like Kathleen when you started.
Yeah, it's
Ah non? Ah non?
I'm not.
You're what?
I'm not.
Then she's lost.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of information.
Quand t'as une nouvelle expérience, de leur
lost
demander,
her.
hey, tu voudrais faire un set avec quelqu'un, t'aurais-tu quelqu'un
OK.
comme ça?
Une amie,
Une amie.
conjointe, genre, avec toi.
Ouais, OK.
Puis quand tu as une nouvelle business builders, ben, quelqu'un qui veut commencer à travailler puis de faire développer la business, ben, c'est de la mettre dans tous nos groupes.
Oui, c'est
Factor.
sûr.
Non, mais
Ouais,
je veux dire,
mais-
comme, avec qui t'aimerais travailler aussi, genre, tu sais, comme, qu'est-ce que
Ouais.
t'aimerais faire ça avec qui
C'est
aussi?
ça.
Fait que, ah, ouais, ma
Puis-
femme,
Fait que comme
Moi,
ça, ils ont
ça,
tout. Ouais, toi, fait que tu pourrais lui demander à Florence,
Ouais.
ben regarde, est-ce que tu es dans tous les groupes? Non, ben on va t'ajouter à tous les groupes. On a un IP, on a plein de choses. Puis ensuite, ça serait, est-ce que tu aurais une idée de quelqu'un avec qui tu voudrais
Imagine
Imagine travailler.
Ouais.
Tu veux avoir.
Mais quand t'es quelqu'un qui travaille avec toi, ça fait que c'est comme quoi, elle avait fait ça, elle a commenté avec son nom, tu sais, fait que ça y est comme, ça a comme un plan.
Vous comprenez, il parle de ça, ça marche comme ça, dans le comprends.
Fait que tu sais, il appelle ça un accountability partner, accountability partner.
And this part right here might feel like a lot of information for those of you who are newer. So it's just like something to remember for later when you have people coming in. And the rest of you, like this is like where you're at, and you just want to make sure your people are doing these things. So it's okay if you feel totally lost. You could just be like drowning somewhere. It's okay. It's okay. But the accountability partner, it's been proven that people are more likely to stick around for life if they have someone doing this with them. Whether it's their best friend, their sister, their husband, anybody, they need to have somebody that they come in with. So ask them, like, who can do this with you? Even if they're interested before they sign up, ask them about getting someone to do this with them. And then for new workers, I like to try to get them silver in the first week. We have a lot of videos called Silver and 7, because it's so simple. All they have to do is post. You can do a launch party with them too, where you say, hey, you just invite all your friends. I'll give you the script to send to them and I'll do all the work. You have so many people who are struggling with chronic indigestion, IBS, diabetes, or they're looking for ways to make money because this economy is really hard. Groceries are expensive. And then you put together the event for them. You do all the work. When they have people ask questions, do it in a 3-way chat so they can learn too. And sometimes you'll get new business builders and that person won't work the business, but sometimes it'll make them want to do more. Like they'll like it. It'll be fun for them. And what you're looking for is people who want what you're doing, not the people who don't. Okay. So accountability partners, doing a launch party, ask them for a first post and to tag you. That's something really easy you can do, and people do it all the time. They like post a pink drink and just tag someone. Getting started. Thanks, Clara, for helping me on this health journey. And then a lot of times, I don't like them to be really specific with that. I just like them to be very vague. Getting started on my pink drink. Help my friend Clara with having more energy. So excited to get started. My kids are driving me crazy. I can't handle life, whatever. And then people will come to them and be like, what are you doing? So I don't care if people mention Plexus, do or don't, but at that post, I don't want them to, because I want them to see how many people come to them and say, what are you doing? I want a lot of people to say, what are they doing? So we know how many people might be interested, because that gets them excited. If they already say, starting on Plexus, day 1, here I go, they're not going to get people to ask questions. There's no question to ask. They already explained what it is. Unless they don't know what Plexus is, then they might say what's Plexus. But if they don't explain what it is at all in that very first post, they're going to have a lot of people asking, like, what are you doing? And then telling them how to get their products for free is part of that, getting them to get 3 people. They'll get their products for free. They get all these bonuses. New business builders. I had a couple people go Fast Start this spring. I think the one made it to Fast Start Senior Gold. And I love the Fast Start program because you get your double bonuses and it motivates that. Yeah.
5 starts in your row. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're Senior Gold?
Yeah.
That's amazing. You just started a month ago? In July?
15th of July.
Like 2 months
That's
ago.
like 2 months.
Yeah.
I knew there was a reason I knew who you were, because I pay attention to the ones that are like, blowing up. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, the double, did it motivate
Yeah,
you?
it's a good
Yeah.
bonus.
Yes. Yeah, so the double bonuses motivate people and it puts it
Yeah.
on a time frame too. Like, let's get this done in 30 days. And the best part, if they don't hit their first, yeah,
Passport Ruby?
yeah,
No way.
yeah,
Cause
Yeah,
there's like,
it's amazing.
because you have like a couple of months every time, like,
yeah.
when you do the passports.
Oh,
Right.
but now,
Like,
No,
so
I
I
see it in my friend's
You are still in your fast start.
So you can be fast start Ruby, it take you have, I think, 4 months to do your fast start Ruby.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You got great
Yeah.
bonus.
yeah. Have you got one join yet?
She's just started like taking the product.
So it hasn't even started yet. So as
No.
soon as you get that first join, your fast start clock starts.
Your
So-
fast start clock starts.
Fast
Like
start.
after your first
Ouais.
join.
Toi aussi, c'est un peu dans ton
I think comme
Ouais,
ça,
pas bien.
premier join.
J'ai compris ça.
T'es correct. Dès que la première journée.
Mané, la
Là, c'est là que ça va.
c'est longtemps que j'avais été lancée.
C'est un pétard.
Non, mais je te disais pas que ça, j'ai pas compris, mais avant ça, c'est là.
Ouais, non, je sais.
Ben oui.
Mais elle n'a même pas commencé à faire les produits.
Non, c'est ça. J'ai déjà des amis qui me demandent, ah, c'est quoi ça?
Mhm.
I'm a newbie.
I love it every time I see someone and they're like, this is so exciting. You get all these bonuses doubled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. So that's what I wrote. Fast start bonuses. I underlined it. Talked about the events. And then that's the other thing. So if you're helping her get to silver, or if you're brand new yourself and you're all three brand new, you can have a 4-way chat where Clara can be the one helping her go silver or whatever. And you all work together to help someone. That's what I did with my team that went diamond,
yeah.
diamond, 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 all stacked. We had my first ever 4-way chat because they were on fire. Everybody was growing so fast. And I was like, oh my gosh, Tiffany's brand new. She doesn't know what she's doing. I need to help all of these people. So I put them in so I could train all of them all at once. But you don't want to train your whole team all at once because then it gets crazy. So just keep it like a bigger 3-way chat. Okay, so we talked about YouTube videos. So this is my last part here, and I don't know what time it is. It's not in English time.
It's 4 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock.
Oh. It's military time. That's the wrong one.
It's like that's what they do in the military.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Is that what you do in Canada?
Canada, yeah, 16 is 4 o'clock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's for us. It's like the military.
Europe too, it's like that. Europe, France, yeah. Yeah.
Everybody's so weird. Okay. So the last thing here is culture, events, online, in person, and with your team is so important. The products is what bring people in, but culture is why people stay. People don't leave something like there's not a lot of great compensation plans, but I'm a health supplement type of person, and there's a lot of good products out there. They don't pay as good as Plexus, but we could all choose to brand wrap so many different things, and there's always new things coming up. So I've been doing this for 12 years, and I still have my whole team with me, and we're all still selling Plexus. Number one, the products are the best of the best. The compensation plan is out of this world, but the culture is also the third element that's so important in that. And if you see one person that's been with you for a couple years or whatever, and they don't have anyone with them, they're like the Lone Ranger. Like they need to bring their culture in with your culture. And you all here have such a beautiful culture. For one, you're all beautiful. You all like traveling and style and fashion, and you're all like very like-minded. So you can have a lot of fun together, bringing in your people into that. And Christmas party, gosh, we're a military team, so they've pretty much all moved in the last 6 years, but we'd have like 40 people for our Christmas party every year, and it was a lot of fun. And then they moved and they all do the same thing, but with their people. We do like pajama party, we do a Galentine's Day for Valentine's Day.
It was crazy because I feel like the culture like made it a big difference. Like when I came there, I was just like already included. Like I mean, And then Clara, when she started and they came to convention, they're like, I'm already included. They felt like already included. And that's what really fun of it. Like we're all like attached. And I could say, I don't know if I should say this, but I'm like, I could say that I could have quit like a couple of times, like easily. And then one of my friends were like, what are you doing there? The team was crashing and everything. And I was just like, seriously, I don't see myself leaving. I just love the products. Like I would never stop the products. And then I just love the culture, the girls, the team. And then I never would have met you guys. And then that's what I love about Plexus, like the relationship, the friendship, the team building, the encouragement, the positive. It just brings positive things in your life. It's not negative things in your life. And I'm just like, this is all really fun and encouraging. And that's what's like really, I'm like, I would never leave. I'm almost more close to you guys than I would say from my friends outdoor that I've known for many years. But the people here are bringing me up and not bringing me down. And then they're just like, you think the same way. And that's what is really fun about it. It's just like, you think the same way, you have the same vision, the same, and it feels good to be in that kind of culture. Like, and people are trying to find themselves and they just fall off or they just give up. But I mean, you want to find something like this. That's really amazing and fun.
Giving me chills, Danica, because I feel the same.
Yeah, c'est exactement ça.
It's good that, and that was in my notes too. Like, you need to all row in the same direction, and it comes so natural in Plexus because it is a positive. It's the personal growth. We're all dedicated to growth. And out there, a lot of the people who are our friends who don't want to join us, a lot of times they're okay being the mediocre or just staying the same, or they don't want change or they don't want growth. And so to be around those kind of people who do, it's energy. And the online aspect of culture is why you can come to convention and feel like you know people. And I love doing network marketing in this day and age where we have that. And that's why book club is where we get to know people. Even if you don't read the book, like coming on, and then you get to go to convention and you get to see everybody, and it's like family, and it's so much more fun. So bringing people into that, because this is what people want, like that's what they're looking for, is just having that. So bringing your people into all of that. And I think that's it, you guys. If you have any questions.
That was amazing.
That was great. Yeah.
You're really awesome.
Yeah, you're so awesome.
You're awesome.
And I feel very grateful